Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some T-Rex cookies. We have the chocolate chip and the monster. These were $9.99 each at Meijer. You get 4 half-pound cookies. They're ready to bake. So these are in the frozen section. We already reviewed one package of these. All we could find at that time at that Meijer location was one variety. So then we went to another Meijer location and we found the other ones. So this is how big they are. So that is the chocolate chip. What you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. You can also use a convection oven. If you use your regular oven, it's 300 degrees. If you use a convection oven, you heat it to 290 degrees. Look at that. That looks great. You can see the M&Ms. You can see the oats. But these are, we're going to use the regular oven, so they're both going to bake for the same time. They're going to bake for 32 to 38 minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 35 minutes, and then we'll be back. So this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. They really puffed up and expanded a little bit, which is impressive. So we're going to let them sit for just a minute, long enough for us to be able to take a spatula and move them over to a plate, and then we'll be back to give them a try. Okay, we are going to try. You see, this is a smaller cutting board than what we use for crumble cookies, but it still is a good size cutting board. And you can see how big these cookies are. They're huge. So you get 4 of these per bag. So this is the chocolate chip. And you are supposed to bake these. They know, they acknowledge that you might want to eat raw cookie dough, but you shouldn't eat raw cookie dough. So they're telling you bake them before. So you would have to weigh this if you care about calories, because it's 30 grams is 130 calories. So, you just have to weigh them. Egan, Minnesota is where they're located. And we've reviewed a lot of T-Rex cookies now on the channel because they were nice enough to send us a huge box of these massive cookies. I mean, it's crazy how big they are.
They were this big.
Yeah, to try. Yeah, they were literally this big. Mm-hmm. They sent us one. And you can buy those, or if you don't want to buy them, if you don't see them like in your frozen department, you can buy them from Gold Belly like that. And they'll ship them to you.
This reminds me of a little bit of a brownie flavor.
A brownie.
But the texture is a little chewy, like a soft cookie. Mm-hmm. I like it that they're a little, so you can adjust your time wherever you want. This one's still a little warm and chewy, mm-hmm. which I really, really like. Because I don't like a dry, crumbly cookie. I'd rather have a soft, chewy cookie. Mm-hmm. That's really good. It's a little dark though.
But people that like the
like the crunchy,
the edge of the brownie would like the edge of that cookie.
Yeah, the outside edge is still very crunchy.
The only thing I would say is it's not very sweet.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like a brownie would be.
It tastes, if you didn't know any better, I would assume it was a healthier
Just
chocolate cookie. Because it's not very sweet. Yeah. The flavor is chocolate. That's the flavor that you get is chocolate, and it does remind you of a brownie. Mm-hmm. But it's just, to me, it just lacks sweetness. Yeah. It's not bad. It's just, I want really, really sweet when I have a cookie, and it is missing sweetness. I have to say that. So, but a lot of you have told me, Tammy, I don't want those over the top, cloyingly sweet cookies. There you go. That's for you. This is the monster, which looked good before, it looks good now. It's the same calories, 30 grams is 130 calories. And so you get the oats. I like how you cut us a really big hunk of this one.
Well, I want to make sure I got the chocolate chips and everything.
There is some ooey gooey chocolate in there.
Yeah, the whole center is kind of soft. The texture is very oaty. Mm-hmm. Like you get like a chewy oats. I like the chocolate. Again, it doesn't come across as super sweet, but it's sweeter than the chocolate one was.
I'm impressed that you actually taste the oats. Mm-hmm.
Now, most of the time, Monster has like peanut butter. I don't really get peanut butter or anything in this.
It might have peanut butter. It does. It has peanut butter.
That's not the standout flavor though.
That's the second ingredient.
Which is surprising. Because it's mostly oats and chocolate.
It depends on what kind of peanut butter they use though. So like, if they use a more natural peanut butter, then it might have a harder time showing up than if they just use like a Jif peanut butter. If it's Jif peanut butter, then it's usually a really, really strong, you can taste it, and it has a lot of sweetness to it. But I don't think that's what they use. I think because it's not a standout flavor. Mainly, I get oats.
Yeah, oats is 100% what you
But
get.
I like oats, so I like that.
Also, it depends on the bite you get. If you get one of those melty chocolate chips, you get the chocolate chip flavor too.
Yes, I do like this cookie.
Yeah. I like this one better than the chocolate one just because it seems a little sweeter.
I do too.
But it's still not a super sweet cookie though.
No, that's what I was going to say. It's nice. It's a very good cookie. I'm definitely going to choose to buy the Monster over the chocolate chip. Is that what it was called? Chocolate chip? Yeah, chocolate chip. But I want you to know, it's not like you're like over the top sweet. It's not like that. It's just it's a really nice oaty cookie with chocolate in it. And you might occasionally get peanut butter. I don't taste the peanut butter at all.
Either.
Yeah, but I do think it's a good cookie if you can find it. So we have only seen these sold in our area. So in your area, if you're near where they're made, you might get them in all the grocery stores. In our area, they only get them at Meijer, and one Meijer had one kind. The other Meijer had all three varieties. So it just depends on where you go, where you might see them. I would be very curious if you would list below, like if you've seen these in your store. Tell people below where you've seen them, because if you don't, if they don't have a Meijer in their area, the only way people know to get a hold of them is through Goldbelly, which is going to cost a little bit more.
Those are already pre-made.
Yeah, pre-made, not frozen.
Right.
So let us know if you see them in your stores. I would be curious how far their reach is. But I will have pictures for you at the end. Did you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay. I will have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.